Let me ask you something. How many of you have faced a moment where life hit you so hard you thought it was over, you lost the job, the relationship, the dream, and in that moment did you quit? Or did you fight? Because let me tell you something, mental strength isn't built when life is easy. It's built in the struggle. It's built when you keep going, even when every part of you screams to stop. Today, I'm going to show you what mental strength really is. Not the Instagram quote kind of strength, not the motivational Monday kind of strength. I'm talking about the fire inside you that refuses to die. Stay with me. Because this isn't just a speech, it's your blueprint to dominate every obstacle in your path. Let me ask you something. How many of you have faced a moment where life hit you so hard you thought it was over? A moment where everything felt like it was crashing down and the weight of it all pressed so heavily on your shoulders that standing up felt impossible. Maybe it was losing a job you worked your whole life for, a dream you believed in that didn't work out, or a relationship you gave everything to only to watch it crumble. In those moments, what did you do? Did you rise or did you stay down? Did you fight back or did you let the circumstances define you? Because let me tell you something, mental strength isn't forged when life is smooth, easy, or comfortable. Mental strength is born in the fire. It's created when you're standing on the edge of defeat, staring into the void, and something deep inside you says, not today, not now, I'm not done. That's the moment when your real power reveals itself. And that power, that drive is what separates the people who dream from the people who achieve. You see, most people give up too soon. They hit a wall, and instead of climbing over it, they turn around and walk away. Quit not because they lack talent or ability, but because they lack the mental strength to push through. But here's the truth, mental strength isn't a gift given to a select few. It's not something you're born with. It's a choice you make every single day. It's the little decisions, the small battles you win within yourself that build your endurance to face the bigger wars in life. Now think about the last time you wanted to give up on something. Maybe it was something small like skipping a workout, or something big like walking away from a challenge because it felt too hard. Those moments seem insignificant in the moment, but they are the foundation of who you become. Every time you push past the temptation to quit, you strengthen a muscle that most people don't even realize they have, the muscle of persistence. And just like in the gym, the more you work it, the stronger it becomes. Mental strength is what allows you to keep going when everything in you screams to stop. It's what keeps you moving forward even when the odds are stacked against you. And here's the best part, the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. It turns into a habit, a reflex, a way of life. Suddenly the things that once seemed impossible feel within reach because you've built the resilience to overcome the obstacles in your path. So let me ask you again, what would you do if life knocked you down so hard it felt like the end? Would you fight back or would you stay down? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to tap into that power inside you, the power that refuses to give up, the power that keeps moving no matter how hard life gets. Because this isn't just another motivational talk. This is the key to unlocking the version of yourself you've always been capable of becoming. Stay with me, because if you're ready to rise, this is where it begins. Mental strength is not just about bouncing back from failure or surviving tough times. It's much deeper than that. It's about controlling your mind, mastering your emotions, and harnessing your inner power to navigate the challenges life throws at you. Mental strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about refusing to stay down when you feel weak. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't crumble under pressure, but instead thrives in adversity. Most people have a misconception about mental strength. They think it's some abstract quality that only a select few possess. They imagine it as this unreachable trait that's reserved for soldiers, athletes, or leaders, people who seem larger than life. But the truth is, mental strength isn't a talent, a gift, or something you're born with. It's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and perfected. Think about this, mental strength isn't what you do when everything is going right. It's about what you do when everything is falling apart. It's easy to stay positive and motivated when life is smooth. But what happens when you face rejection, when you hear no over and over again, when the plan you've been working on for years suddenly falls apart? Most people stop right there. They let fear, frustration, and self-doubt take over. They believe the voice in their head that says, this isn't for you, or you're not good enough. But people who have mental strength think differently. They feel the same fear, frustration, and doubt, but they don't let it stop them. They've trained themselves to focus on what's in their control. They know setbacks are temporary and failure isn't the end, it's feedback. They understand that growth comes from the struggle, and the pain they feel now is just the price they pay for the strength they'll have later. Why is mental strength so important? Because life doesn't give you a free pass to success. No one's going to hand you your dreams on a silver platter. If you want something, you have to earn it. And to earn it, you have to be willing to go through the discomfort, the rejection, the long nights, and the failures. Mental strength is what gets you through all of that. It's the foundation for everything else, your goals, your relationships, your happiness, your success. Without it, even the best opportunities will slip through your fingers. Mental strength isn't just about resilience, it's about clarity. It's about keeping your mind sharp and your purpose and focus no matter what distractions or difficulties come your way. It's about saying, this is what I want and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
And the best part?
Not dependent on talent, luck, or privilege. It's something everyone can develop. When you understand that mental strength is a skill, you realize it's not about what you have now, it's about what you're willing to work for. It's about showing up every day, whether you feel like it or not. Because the people who succeed aren't the ones who had it easy, they're the ones who decided to keep going when it was hard. That's the power of mental strength, and that power is already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Most people want success, they dream about it, talk about it, and even plan for it. But here's the reality, wanting success isn't enough. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's something you have to earn, and it requires more than just desire. It demands consistent effort, discipline, and an unwavering belief in yourself. That's what mental strength gives you, the ability to keep moving forward when the world around you wants to pull you back. The truth is, many people think success comes from one big win, one lucky break, or one magical moment. They think if they just work hard enough for a short time, everything will fall into place. But that's not how success works. Success is built on 1,000 small decisions, 1,000 moments when you choose to stay disciplined even when you don't feel like it. It's not about grand gestures, it's about doing what needs to be done day in and day out, even when no one is watching. That's where the power of mental strength lies. When you understand that success is a result of consistency, it changes everything. You stop chasing instant gratification and instead you focus on long-term progress. You realize that it's the everyday choices, the decision to keep going when you're exhausted, to say no to distractions when everyone else is partying, to push through the discomfort when your body and mind want to quit that build your success. One of the toughest parts of this journey is that success doesn't come quickly. The road is long and the process can be grueling. It's easy to get frustrated when progress doesn't happen as fast as you want. But mental strength teaches you to embrace the grind, to understand that the time it takes to reach your goals isn't a setback, it's part of the process. Each step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. And those tiny steps add up over time. This is where mental strength separates the winners from the quitters. Winners understand that success doesn't come overnight. They don't let delays or setbacks make them second guess their goals. Instead, they stay committed to their vision, even when it feels like they're not moving forward at all. They know that success is the culmination of all their hard work, their discipline, and their persistence. They keep showing up every day, no matter how many obstacles stand in their way. The key to mental strength is the ability to keep going when things aren't easy. It's about having the mindset to persist even when the journey feels endless. Every successful person you admire, every person who's reached their goals and built something amazing has had to face the same struggle. What makes them different is their commitment to the process. They don't give up, and neither should you. In the end, success isn't about having a few lucky breaks or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about showing up, doing the work, and having the mental strength to stick with it long enough to see the results. Success is the result of staying focused, staying disciplined, and staying committed to your goals, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Mental strength is what keeps you on that path, no matter how hard it gets. And the moment you realize that, you'll understand that success isn't just a dream, it's a choice. Mental strength isn't something that can be developed in a day or a week. It's not an overnight transformation. It's built over time through consistent action, overcoming obstacles, and refusing to quit when the going gets tough. And one of the most powerful ways to build mental strength is through challenging yourself every single day. When was the last time you pushed yourself beyond what you thought was possible? When was the last time you decided to do something that scared you? We all face moments in life where we have to make a choice whether to take the easy route or to face the challenge head on. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't lies in their willingness to step into discomfort, to push past the fear, and to keep going when it seems easier to give up. In the beginning, challenges feel overwhelming. They test every ounce of your determination, your courage, and your willpower. When faced with a difficult decision or a tough situation, the first instinct is often to shy away from it, to look for a way out, to avoid the discomfort. But if you want to develop mental strength, you have to train yourself to embrace the challenge instead of running from it. The discomfort is where the growth happens. It's in those moments when you're ready to quit that your mental strength is actually being built. If you keep pushing, even when it feels impossible, you'll come out the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Mental strength isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about facing it head on, learning from it, and using it as fuel to drive you forward. If you've never forced yourself to do something difficult, something you're not sure you can accomplish, you won't know what you're capable of. You'll never reach your full potential. The moment you decide to step out of your comfort zone, you open the door to your greatest growth. But it doesn't stop there. After one challenge comes the next, and you have to be ready to face it with the same resilience and determination as the first. Life will continue to throw challenges your way. There will always be moments that test your resolve. But here's the key. It's not about the challenges themselves, it's about how you respond to them. Your ability to rise after each setback, to learn from failure, and to continue pushing forward is what will determine your success. If you keep choosing to face the difficult moments instead of avoiding them, you will build an unshakable mental strength. You see, each challenge is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're capable of. It's an opportunity to push beyond your limits, to dig deeper than you ever have before, and to build the kind of mental toughness that sets you apart from everyone else. The more you face, the more you conquer. And the more you conquer, the stronger you become. When you stop avoiding discomfort and start embracing it, you unlock your true potential. So, I challenge you, look for the discomfort, seek out the challenges that scare you, that make you question yourself, and then rise to meet them. Because every time you do, you'll get a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and a whole lot closer to the person you were always meant to be. The mental strength isn't just about what you do in the big moments of life, it's also about the smaller, quieter decisions you make every single day. Consistency is the cornerstone of building mental toughness, and the most successful people are often the ones who simply show up day after day, even when they don't feel like it. This is where real strength is tested and forged. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but true mental strength is revealed when you keep going, even when things aren't perfect, when you're tired or when you've been knocked down. The key to developing mental strength is embracing consistency in everything you do. It's the little habits, the things you do in private when no one is watching, that shape who you are and determine your success. Whether it's committing to a fitness routine, sticking to a work deadline, or pushing through a creative block, the act of showing up is what matters. No one sees the small, everyday actions, but it's those actions that make all the difference. Consistency might not feel glamorous at first. It's not flashy. It's not the stuff of headlines or viral stories. But it's the quiet, persistent effort that leads to real change. In fact, consistency is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. Most people start strong. They dive in with enthusiasm, but as the days go by, their motivation wanes. It gets hard, life gets busy, and they lose sight of their goal. That's when they quit. But the ones who keep going, who keep showing up even when it's uncomfortable, are the ones who will ultimately win. What makes consistency so powerful is that it compounds over time. The first day doesn't feel like much. The second day doesn't feel like much either, but after a month, 6 months, or a year of sticking with it, the results start to show. You've built something. You've created momentum. And when you've built that momentum, there's no stopping you. The small habits you've practiced every day add up, and the consistency you maintain becomes the foundation for your success. But consistency isn't just about discipline, it's about choosing your focus. Easy to get distracted. Life throws curveballs, and people around you have their own opinions and demands. But mental strength means knowing where to direct your energy and staying focused on your goals despite the distractions. It means waking up every day with a clear purpose and deciding to push forward toward that purpose no matter what gets in the way. It's about choosing to focus on the long-term vision even when the short-term sacrifices feel uncomfortable. When you commit to being consistent, you create a level of resilience that no challenge can break. It's about making that decision every day, no matter what. If you commit to showing up, whether it's for your health, your business, your relationships, or your personal growth, you will see progress. Over time, your mental strength grows, and the obstacles that once felt impossible start to look like stepping stones. Your consistency doesn't just create results, it builds an unshakable belief in yourself. And once you have that belief, nothing can stop you from achieving what you set out to do. The power of mental strength lies not only in developing it, but in knowing how to unleash it when you need it most. The truth is, life is unpredictable. You never know when challenges, setbacks, or failure will strike. You could be on top of the world one moment, and the next you're faced with a crisis that threatens to knock you down. It's in these moments when everything seems to be falling apart that mental strength is truly tested. But if you've built it, if you've developed the habits, discipline, and consistency to tap into it, you can rise above anything. Mental strength is about deciding in those tough moments that you won't let fear, doubt, or failure define you. You refuse to let circumstances dictate your future. It's about looking at adversity head on and choosing to fight, even when you feel like giving up. This is where the true power of mental strength lies, not in the ability to avoid struggle, but in your ability to stand tall and keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems impossible. The most powerful tool you have is the ability to control your response to life's challenges. No matter what happens, you'll always have a choice in how you respond. You can choose to be defeated or you can choose to rise. And mental strength is the key to making that choice every time. It's about refusing to be a victim of circumstance, no matter how difficult they may seem. It's about taking ownership of your life, your choices, and your future, and using every setback as an opportunity to grow stronger. This power isn't reserved for a select few, it's available to everyone. It's within your reach. But it takes practice, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to yourself. Mental strength isn't just about big moments of glory. It's about the quiet decisions you make every day that determine whether you will fold or stand tall. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, even when others aren't watching, and even when it feels like no one believes in you. It's easy to give up when things aren't going well. It's easy to listen to the voice in your head that tells you to quit, that tells you it's too hard, or that you're not good enough. But mental strength is about fighting that voice and pushing through the self-doubt. It's about doing the hard works, sticking with it, and trusting that the effort you put in will pay off, even if you don't see immediate results. So the real question is, when the storm hits, when you're tested beyond your limits, what will you do? Will you fold? Or will you rise? Because the moment you decide to stand firm, to push forward against the struggle, that's when mental strength becomes unstoppable. The obstacles in your way become opportunities, and the challenges you face become stepping stones toward your greatness. Your mental strength isn't just a shield, it's a weapon. And when you learn how to wield it, nothing can stop you. So step into that power, believe in yourself, and face the world with the unshakable confidence that you can overcome anything. Because you already have what it takes. It's time to unleash it.